Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece episode 712. So here we go. The episode was good. The episode was actually good. And why was it good? Because it had drive, it had focus, it stuck to one thing. Well, you could argument that was two things, but it stuck to one thing, and it just drove forward. And instead of going, oh, 1 minute we're in the palace, or 1 minute we're with Frankie, or 1 minute we're with the Tontao, you get what I'm trying to say. We stuck to one subject, one focus point, and that just makes for a good episode. So we start off with the last episode left off, and we see Cavendish. He actually did get into the barrier, and bartender was like, "I was just playing with you, man. I was gonna let you in, man. You didn't have to worry about that." So they had a little argument there and then Cavendish is like, "Yo, alright, let me out now. I'm gonna go fight Gladius." And so Gladius fires shots at Robin, who's trying to still get to the area where Rebecca is, but these shots are easily defended by Bartolomeo using one of his barriers. He's able to manipulate his barrier into a tennis racket, and this is able to block the attack from Robin. Robin then thanks him with a wink, and being the fanboy that he is, he gets fully excited, fully just he probably cracked a boner there as well, and he just gets fully excited and he's like, yo. From there, then after he just gets fully excited, he actually starts to get involved in the fight where he uses an attack which he calls Barrier Bull, I do believe. And there's this attack, he's just wiping out all the fodder, and he's just heading towards Gladius and Cavendish. And this is where they have another argument about Cavendish is like, yo, don't forget I'm here as well. Like you're gonna end up attacking me as well. And he's like, sorry, what if you're in the way? You're in the way, basically. So struggling to deal with both Cavendish and Bartolomeo, Gladius asks Dillinger to go after Robin, and Dillinger's like, alright, cool, I'll do that for you. But just as he's about to leave, the guy from the Long Arm tribe comes back, and they have a little fight. It was a really crap fight, really. The only two things to come out of this was the fact that we find out how the long arm tribe guy's shoulders are like that because he's actually folding his arms up, and now he's using his full arm, so he's got an extended reach on his punches, but that didn't really help him much. And we find out that Dillinger has lineage. He's got inherit. He's basically part fighting fish. I think this is the first time that this has been said in the anime. Being a manga reader, I'm slightly confused if it hasn't been introduced already, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time we find out that Dillinger is part fighting fish, and once he just goes full fighting fish mode, he easily deals with this long arm tribe guy, and he's ready to go do what Gladius asked him to do. So Dillinger then catches up to where Gladius and Cavendish and Bartolomeo was, and then he just gets, like a fish, he just gets sliced up nice and easy, and there's some multiple slices, and he's just easily dealt with by Hakuba. Cavendish has fallen asleep again, and he's become Hakuba, and he's just dealing with fodder, and he just easily dealt with Dillinger. Like I said just a second ago, he got sliced up nice. After that, Hakuba starts. He looks over to Bartolomeo, and then he becomes like he wants him next. So he goes towards him, and then slices at the barrier, but he's unable to break the barrier. Bartolomeo just takes this time, and he remembers what happened in the D block. He just remembers what happened in the D blocks, and he's like, oh, okay. So he fully understands what happened in D block now, and it's like, okay, so this is Cavendish, and he's a bit confused to know why he is now attacking. So they spend some time at the barrier with Hakuba trying to get in, and you can't break the barrier. But we do learn that Bartolomeo cannot see his Hakuba's movements. So yes, his barriers are strong enough to fend off his attacks, but without his barriers he'd be dead because he cannot keep up with Hakuba's speed. And he knows this because when Hakuba realizes there's a hole in the top of his barrier, he quickly closed the hole because he knew if Hakuba got to him, he would be dead. So unable to kill Hakuba, unable to kill Bartolomeo like he wanted, he notices Robin, and he's like, alright, cool. If I can't get to you, Bartolomeo, I'm going after Robin. And he speed blitz over to Robin, but Robin actually sees him coming and is able to, and I guess it was a counter attack. She, uses her arms and just grabs him up, and she's like, "Nah, you're not having me." Nah, she doesn't say that exactly, but she says something in the line of, what is it that you want, or do you want something, cabbage, something like that. She says something like that, and yeah, that's the episode really. The best bits of the episode was just to see Hakuba animated and just in action, just easily slicing up Dillinger. But yeah, that was actually the episode. It was pretty short in terms of story length, but we do get to see that how Robin has improved since the time skip, because she's able to keep up with Hakuba's movements, something that not a lot of characters have been shown to do thus far. So we do get some character development for Robin and a little bit of story progression, but because it was focused on one point, not not like because it was focused on one point, unlike so much episodes of One Piece lately, I'm going to give it a 3.5 star and call it a review. So like always guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care, have a nice day.